Everyone in the town admired Nolia. She was strong, reliable, the one people called when things went wrong. If there was a problem, Nolia carried it. If there was pain, she absorbed it. If someone failed, she covered for them. People called her responsible. But responsibility, when abused, becomes a burden. Nolia learned early that strength meant silence. When she was tired, she smiled. When she was hurt, she said, "I'm fine." When life became heavy, she tightened her grip. She believed letting go was weakness. So she carried everything. One afternoon, Nolia was walking home from the market with a basket on her head. Inside the basket were vegetables, firewood, water containers. More than anyone should carry at once. Sweat ran down her face. Her steps slowed. People passed her and said, "You're strong, Nolia. You can handle it. You always do." And she nodded. Because that was her identity. Halfway home, she met an old man sitting by the roadside. He watched her struggle and asked gently, "Why is your basket so full?" Nolia replied, "These are my responsibilities." The man smiled sadly. "And which ones are yours alone?" She didn't answer. Because she didn't know. The old man stood up slowly and said, "Put the basket down." Nolia laughed. "If I put it down, who will carry it?" The man replied, "Exactly." She hesitated. Putting the basket down felt wrong. Dangerous. Selfish. But her neck was burning. Her legs were shaking. So she lowered the basket. For the first time in years. She stood upright. And she realized something shocking. The world didn't collapse. The man knelt and removed a few items from the basket. "These belong to others," he said. "You picked them up because no one else would." He removed more. "These belong to the past. You've already survived them." More items came out. "These are fears. Not facts." Soon, the basket was lighter. Not empty. Just manageable. Nolia lifted it again. This time, she could breathe. That evening, she thought deeply. How many burdens had she accepted simply because she was capable? How many people leaned on her strength without asking if she was okay? How many times had she confused being needed with being valued? The next day, something changed. When someone asked her to fix what they refused to face, she said, "I can't do that for you." When someone tried to place guilt in her basket, she said, "That's not mine to carry." Her voice shook. But she spoke anyway. Some people were unhappy. They called her selfish. They said she had changed. She had. She had finally learned the difference between helping and self-destruction. Here is the lesson. Being strong does not mean carrying everything. Being kind does not mean neglecting yourself. And being responsible does not mean being responsible for everyone. You are allowed to put the basket down. You are allowed to choose what you carry. Because a burden shared is lighter. But a burden never questioned will break you. Soft pause. If this story touched you, maybe you've been carrying things that were never yours. And maybe it's time to check your basket.